Yo, what's going on YouTube? Welcome to another edition of Swear Entertainment. It's your man Myron Thomas Sr. And I swear to give you my honest opinion and facts on sports, music, trivia, all kind of fun stuff. Today, I want to talk. Goes out to all my Giants fans, to all my G-men. Today, I want to talk about future Hall of Famer, Mr. Number 10, Eli Manning. When Eli first retired, they had the big discussion about whether or not he was a Hall of Famer. Some people said yes, some people said no. And then, since then, we've had this big debate about who's a Hall of Famer, who's not a Hall of Famer. Eli Manning, in my opinion, is a Hall of Famer. He was a Hall of Famer a couple of years before he eventually retired. My argument was this. I felt like when the Hall of Fame criteria should be if you get into the top 10 all time for a quarterback, if you come within that top 10 of yardage and touchdowns, you should go. No matter how your career went, whatever, all the type of stuff, you should go. And that goes for all the positions. If you're a receiver and you get into the top 10 in receiving yards and receptions and touchdowns and stuff like that, yes, you deserve to get there. You deserve to be in Canton. Eli Manning has just been the epitome of an NFL quarterback, in my opinion. This is just my opinion. The man started from when he got drafted. I believe that was in 2003. He made his first start in 2004. Had over 200 something consecutive starting streak. The only other longest starting streak beyond that was Brett Favre, until his unfortunate benching by Ben McAdoo for Geno Smith, which I believe that that was a personal vendetta, that he knew he was going down, so I'm gonna take somebody down with me. So why not end his streak on a guy like Geno Smith? It's been a lot of and then I would say because of the latter part of Eli's career, that it wasn't the success that the 2007 and the 2011 seasons and some of the seasons before and after that. Even after the 2011 season, the 2012 season wasn't bad, but then after the 13, we had a real bad run. But I don't blame Eli for that. I blame the organization and injuries just played a big part in that. He got Saquon too late in the career. If he would have been able to get Saquon, if there was a Saquon type running back available to be there after the 2011, 2012 seasons, then maybe it would have been a different story. If he would have been able to get, basically have maybe Odell a year or two before that, maybe it would have made a difference. But Eli is in the top 10 of touchdowns and yardage all time. I mean, he has dropped a little because of players still playing like Phillip Rivers, stuff like that. But, the guy is the epitome of just toughness and hard-nosed. The guy was a respectable guy. Right. You couldn't argue, you couldn't find, he didn't do nothing wrong. It was, he was, the epitome, he was the leader of the team. He was what the NFL quarterback should be, one of the toughest guys on the field. I will never forget that the NFC Championship game against San Francisco to go to Super Bowl 46. Eli got beat up that game. I mean, there was the one play, his helmet's turned sideways, his jersey's all messed up. They have to pick him up off the ground and straighten him up, and he gets right back under center. And does what he has to do to lead his team into the Super Bowl. And mind you, the guy is not only a two-time Super Bowl champion, the guy is also a two-time Super Bowl MVP. Who can forget Super Bowl 42? The play, Eli looks like he's about to get sacked, gets away, turns around, locates David Tyree. I mean, it just throws the most improbable ball ever thrown beside the Immaculate Conception ever in NFL history. For David Tyree to catch it on his helmet and to be, I mean, that's greatness. That's greatness. And to 4 years later, to just drop it right in the bucket to Mario Manningham on the sideline between two defenders. I mean, it's just, no, and what sometimes we get caught up in is that the Eli wasn't the flashiest. He wasn't the tops. Like, he wasn't like, for that season, the number one quarterback or everything. But you looked at his numbers and you would be like, dang, he's in the top 5. Even the years when he had a lot of interceptions, you still took right here. You look at his numbers and be like, he still will like throw for like 3,000 or 4,000 yards. And even though he would have 29 interceptions or whatever, but that was mainly. That was because mostly for the receivers. I mean, some of those were Eli's, but it was just a lot of just a lot of miscommunication. But in my opinion, that Eli Manning is a Hall of Famer. He's a Hall of Famer. There are guys, I would say, if you get into your sport and you show true love, passion, commitment for the sport, you excel at the highest level of your sport and win that at your sport, that you show dignity and class with your sport, then you're a Hall of Famer. You're a Hall of Famer. And that is Eli Manning. All day, every day. He is the guy that I would say that quarterbacks should strive to be. I would say like this. The Tom Brady is the exception to the rule, but Eli Manning is the model for the NFL quarterback. To have a 16-year career with one team, lead them to 2 Super Bowls, and have them basically bring them back to one of the premier teams, in the league. He did it with class. He did it with straight toughness. I don't know. He was good. I mean, he wasn't a Dan Marino. He wasn't Tom Brady. None of these guys. He didn't, Dan Marino. Like, for instance, everybody say, well, Dan Marino. I said, well, Dan Marino was a guy that just he just knew how to throw that ball. He just knew how to throw it. Eli studied the game of football, and he turned. So he knew how to. He studied from his brother. The only thing that I regretted out of watching, being a Giants fan and strictly being an Eli Manning fan, and that he never beat Peyton. He never beat Peyton whenever they faced it head to head. But no, he's a Hall of Famer. There shouldn't be no debate. He should be a first ballot Hall of Famer. I'm glad that Tom Brady or Drew Brees didn't retire along with him. It would have made the selection committee a whole lot not tougher, but I know they would have picked him over Eli Manning. And I'm glad that he was able to retire when he did, so that he could be that first ballot Hall of Famer that he is. And that'll be another big debate. Like, really, is he really a Hall of Famer? Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Right. A lot of people just don't like the way that his career was at the end. Right. But a lot of people was talking good when he first started up to the 2012 season. People were all, Eli. But then after the end, it was like, oh, no, he should retire. He's past his prime. And, oh, my God, the interceptions and all that. No. The man took it with class. The man turned around here. He stood up there and he turned around. He said, listen, we all got to play better, starting with me. He took it like a man. You got to respect that. My hat's off to Eli Manning. My hat is truly off to Eli Manning. That he's a stand-up guy. He's a Hall of Famer in my book. Right. He is the next New York Giant to be enshrined in Canton. And that's all I got to say. This is for my Giants fans. I just wanted to really just get that off. Because I had really been thinking about that, especially because, there was like, I was on the Giants app, and they were talking about how this was like about a couple of months ago when they were talking about when he retired, and it was a year, after his retirement, and thinking to myself that he got 4 more years. 4 more years. 4 more years before he could get in Canton. And I'm like, I'll be ready. I will be there. I was there when Strahan went in. I'll be there when Eli goes in. Believe me, front, center, or wherever I can get a good seat. Because he didn't have the prettiest career, but he had a Hall of Fame career. Right? The man still ended up in the top 10 of yardage, touchdowns. The man's a 2-time Super Bowl MVP. Who better than to have in the Hall of Fame? And that's all I really got to say about that. This is for my Giants fans. I'm doing this for my Giants community. I wish, please like, comment, subscribe. I really would love to hear a lot of other opinions from my Giants fans out there, or anybody who's a football fan. Text me, not text me, oh Lord. Comment, everything else. And I will read the comments, and we'll talk about, any topic you want me to talk about, especially about Giants football, or anything. But I'm out of here. Peace. Number 10.